Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome to the stream. We're making stuff today. Turn this down just a touch. There we go. There we go. Okay, that should be good. All right, hi. We're making tiny things today. We have worked on this one in the past, but it's been a while. I've done a lot of this just hanging out with myself, but this is what it's going to look like when we're done. As you can see, it's a little impractical. You can't actually walk inside. There's not enough room because there's too many flowers. And we are going to make all of those flowers. We're actually going to be making this first. And it's gonna, there we go. We're going to be making this stuff first. Just little pots and things after we finish this. And this is what that's going to look like. Anyway, so yeah, I guess we'll just dive right into it. I hope everybody's doing good today, having a good day. There we go. I am trying to have a relaxing day. That's my goal. And so far, it's going pretty good. All right. So I put this together and glued it last night and the night before, just, doing little stuff. So all of this is pretty stable now. So we can start putting on the metal pieces and the finishing touches that make it actually look like it's supposed to look. Red Cat keeps hopping up here lately. So she does. I'll have to protect all the things again. She gets in moods sometimes where she just wants to be part of things. But I got knives up here, so we gotta be careful. All right. Let's see here. Bend and glue. K1. Where's K1 supposed to be from? G148. And this is G148. So this paper should be in our little bag. Our little gray paper. I think it's this. I think we already took it out. It says there's spare paper in there. That's good. I always need spare paper. Yes, little miss? What's up, honey? Yeah? What's going on? She wants to be in all the closets today. looks like there's dots on there for where to bend and cut it, but I'm not seeing any dots on here. So it looks like we're just gonna have to do best guess. Usually it has measurements. Yeah, this is folding line. Maybe I'm missing something. I started making this when I was living in a different house, and so I've been running into a problem where occasionally something is missing, and it's not because it was missing originally from this, it's because it was missing from the move. So now let's take a look at these, because that says K1, and here's some Ks, right? Got K5. K1 is this big piece that's going to go on a wall, so that is clearly not what it's talking about. Yeah. Okay. This right here is the key, not the actual paper cuts, I don't think. Or maybe it is. Oh yeah, it's the key. K1, not on here. Alright, well, what that means is we're just going to do our best then to estimate how big these need to be for our handles. And I do think that this is the correct thing. Bend and glue as shown. Oh, oh. Okay, so I'm silly. This is apparently the paper that you cut for this. These are the little handles, and those are the extras. So these are the actual things that we're using. Oh, that's funny. I feel so silly now. That's why there's nothing on the back of this. All right, well, that's good that I didn't lose anything. Oops, I forgot one. Okay. So fold at the lines, bend and glue. Okay, simple enough. So you can't really see these lines probably, but yeah, there we go. My hand looks amazing. I assure you it's just the lighting. There we go. Now you can kind of see the dotted line a bit. So we're going to be folding right there to make our little handles. And because I've got big old monster hands, we're going to be using these tweezers. Alright, that's about right in the middle, huh? Perfect. I had this really nice pointy tip for this thing the first time I made one of these. It was awesome. I was very happy that they included it with the kit. I did not realize, because it was my first kit, that was rare. That was not a normal thing for them to include it. And so it is a good thing that I kept it, because I have not gotten another one like it since. The only problem with that is it was just a cheap little plastic tip and it's not very durable. So even though I still have it, unfortunately, it is not very transferable. So I don't transfer it very often when I'm doing this. Now the question is, do I put the white part on the inside, the outside? I think the answer is inside. All right. Right there. Shoot. How do we do? Heck yeah. That is a resounding close enough. Check this out, my big old monster hands. You know, this music reminds me of the soundtrack for Dave the Diver. Which, if you've never played Dave the Diver, very good game, very relaxing. Definitely recommend. My brother let me play his copy. I should definitely play that again sometime soon. It was a lifesaver at the end of the last quarter. I was hecka stressed, and that game is just so relaxing. It was a nice reset. Like, hey, it's fine. Everything's fine. Now go back and learn more things. easier to learn without high cortisol levels, I'll tell you that. Chemically. The director of the program sent out an assignment that we need to finish while we're on the break. And what's funny about that is I've been putting it off. She put it out like probably 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, announced it. And I've been putting off doing it because I'm worried I'm going to screw it up. And what's funny is the group chat for the program, the other students that are in it, one of them was like, hey, I haven't done this yet because I'm scared I'm going to screw it up. Has anybody finished this? Should I be scared? I was like, oh my God, me too. Same. Very same. As it turns out, one of our classmates had done it so far, and she said that it wasn't too bad, but she also took notes while she was doing the review for it, so. And I was like, that sounds like a very smart thing to do. I will also take notes while reviewing. We'll see how that works out. It's funny, people tell me, oh, you worry so much and then you always do so good. And it's like, well, thanks, but that's why I do good. It's because I worry. It's because I prepare. Because if I was just breezing through, I'd probably get significantly lower outcomes. I'm not a big fan of how I did this. I tell you what though, I really do envy those people who can like watch a video or watch somebody do something one time and just like get it. I wish I could do that. That would be so cool. I know that's not like a normal thing. Most people, you've got to see it multiple times, or you got to study it, or you got to read it, or whatever, multiple times before you can do it. But some people just have that, like they pick it up so quick. I am not that person. But usually when I end up saying, okay, I can do this now, I can. I'm not just... There we go. It's not a situation where it's a fake it till you make it, generally. I don't like doing that. I don't know if this needs more glue or not, but the last thing I want is for this to be sitting there and then just like flake off, you know what I mean? Oops. So we're gonna... I don't want that one. I guess I'll still use this one. This is fine. Give it a little bit extra. Just trying not to make it messy. That's a little bit extra. I think I'm okay with that. It's not quite the way I'd want it, but it's not like anybody's actually going to be using those handles for what those handles are used for. So it should be fine. All right. Clean up some of this dried glue. Next is this little guy right here. We're gonna bend him, put him on there too, just like the other ones. Oh, I see. Well, that would have been better, wouldn't it? Well, it's too late now. I didn't realize that these were actually curled in a little bit, because it doesn't look like they're curled in that one, or this one. This one it does. Oh, well. Regardless, we're on to the next one. All right. So we have 1.5 centimeters. So it looks like in the picture that we bend it just before it gets to the bump, but I want to make sure we're symmetrical. It looks like 3 or 4 centimeters on both sides. Is not marking at all, not even a little bit, not even a little bit. Come on. Oh, okay, well that's the little bit, that's a little bit that I want. 1, 2, 3. You know what? That'll do. If it won't mark on the thing, it'll mark on the silicone. Hopefully we are even enough. Yeah, that looks fine. Once you put it on there, I feel like nothing is even enough, because even the tiniest little millimeter off seems to make such a huge difference. And it won't actually make that much of a difference once you actually like put it on there, but when you back up, I like looking at the details. I think that's one of the most important parts about this, is how the details are so thoughtful. So if you do everything and you muck up the details, it's like, well, why'd you do it in the first place, you know? If you don't care. Now, if you can't, that's a totally different thing. Because I try try to give myself grace. If I can't do something, it's not the end of the world. But carelessness and, yeah, just like that. Carelessness and limits are very different. So, all right, let's see where we want this. Right there. That's where I want it. Are we gonna do it? Oh, I had a sticky. That's why. Oh man, I feel like this is going to be one of those that it's like a light breeze comes by and I got handles falling off. That's what I feel like is going to happen with this. Yeah, that millimeter's getting me. A little millimeter. All right. Okay. So we'll just let that dry and we'll let that dry and we'll put on our hinges. Clean up our mat just a touch here. There we go. Okay, so we want 4 millimeter increments and then just glue them on like hinges. Sounds good to me. So 4 of these, so it's going to be about 2 centimeters each. I guess technically 18, but I like to leave a little bit of wiggle room. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is actual wire. I didn't realize that. Well, okay. I guess what we'll do is pull out our clippers then. This X-Acto knife is pretty awesome, but it's not cut wire awesome. We can certainly score though. I know the balance is a little off visually. Sorry about that. I've been doing a lot of spooky games lately, and I had to change over the lighting. I do not think that I got it good enough. I think it's a little off. Okay. All right. Last step for our little toolbox. Oh, let's see here. Is our nice, oh, there's an extra one, that's good. Our nice little feet. Okay, long part out on the eyelets. Sweet. Our hinges are a little far apart, but that's fine. There's two on there. Okay, so I'm not gonna freak out, but these eyelets are slightly different sizes. They're not machined exactly identically. But I'm not gonna freak out. You guys aren't allowed to freak out either. I'm not gonna freak out. This is fine. This is fine. It's fine. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so this is going up on the little shelf to dry. Wonderful. And we've got 2 extra eyelets, and that's good. Can always use extra eyelets. Awesome. All right, so we got our little cabinet done. That's nice. Check that box as done. Oh, check out what I got at the dollar store. These are pretty cool, right? They're just stickers. Figure I can find a use for them somewhere. And also these little mirror tiles. Like straight up Dollar Tree. These little tiles here too. I mean, they're so pretty, right? Little blue ones. Anyway. I figured I could find some use for them because they're sticky on the back, so I can stick them to, you know, wherever. So that's pretty cool. Okay. What's next? I guess we can move this off to the side. Spare items. Let's see. So we want the golden barrel, the big golden plate, the white square, big coppery eyelet, white wire cap, green straw, aluminum foil tape, and paper cut P19. Okay. So the white square, where are these? Bag number 4, 6, and 1. So this will have P19 probably. Nope. Here we are, P19. bags 4 and 6. Four, 5, 3, 6. Golden barrel. Oh, now it's a bead. I think it is this one. Clean up some of this stuff. There we go. Okay, so we got our golden barrel, big golden plate. Let's say big golden plate. And that's supposed to be in 4 as well. I remember seeing something that looks like this. Yeah, that's the big golden plate. I wonder if it's somewhere else. It's not, it can't be this, because that's not big. Yeah, that's too small. No. No. Okay. We'll figure it out later. Big golden plate. White square. I don't see a white square in here either. And that's also supposed to be in 4. Oh, maybe it's this white square. Yes. No. This is totally square. That is square square. That is not it. These are all roundy. Roundy, roundy. White square. This is a white square. That looks like this. I wonder if some of these are just in the wrong bags. I think it's honestly safer for me to assume that I don't understand something rather than them doing it wrong, because that is so often the case. But it's also possible because when I was cleaning up, I didn't know where everything was supposed to go, that I just put things in the wrong place. So that is also possible. Another way to find out the relative size of these things is to look in the back in how they're arranged in the tableaus, because you can see how big they are compared to other things around too. So the square that they were talking about Okay, so that is that thing right there. This has a different plant go into it. And that's... Okay, so this is one of the ornament that we're making right now. There's the little white square. Okay, the little white square goes on top of the thing we just made, so we can find the relative size and see if it's the correct one by putting the tiny square on top of here and seeing if the size matches up. Come on. Yeah, that's it. That's our little square. Heck yeah. All right, you continue drawing over there. All right, so that's our tiny square. And that was in bag 5. So that means that there might be other things in other bags. Possibly. All right, big coppery eyelet, bag 6. And it looks like these are bigger. Just one, okay. Looks like these are bigger than the extras that we got for our other thing. Okay, white wire cap. Oh, white wire cap as shown. Wire cap right there. Oh, and that's from here. Interesting. Oh, I see. Okay, so we cut the top off of that one. Green straw right here. Aluminum foil tape. Got that right here. And we already got the paper cut, which is right there. Okay, great. It looks like we have everything except for the big golden plate, which means this barrel is going to be put up here until we can find the big golden plate to attach it to, and if we can't, we'll just decorate with that by itself because that looks fine too. It doesn't have anything that goes into it, so I'm happy with just leaving it like that if we can't find it. Okay, so ornament number 1, we just glue this to the square. Last one that I did, which was the it was the detective agency office. That was you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna bloop. Wait, which way is this supposed to go? Yeah, leave that. I don't think it matters too terribly much, but one of the reasons I really like these things is because some of the decorations are just like the idea of a shape. And I feel like that's just so freeing. It's like, what is a decoration really? This nonsense. This is a decoration. Ridiculous. Now, do I decorate my own living space like this? Absolutely not. Everything has a purpose. I don't have random shapes for the sake of random shapes in my living space, but I like that we can do this here in this space. Probably because it's tiny. Hello, Patch. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a nice time. We're going to cut this wire cap off. These pieces are really neat because they are very versatile. The last thing I used one of these pieces for was liquor bottles in the last place that what was that? It was a coffee shop. Just the very tip top of this. Years ago, I was washing some dishes, and something slipped, and I tried to catch it as a glass, and I ended up not only did the glass break, but I also ended up with a whole bunch of scars. Got one here, here, and this one too. That was from that. And sometimes when I'm using the X-Acto knife and I'm cutting things and stuff, I think about that, because it's like some of my worst injuries are just because things have slipped out of my hands. And I feel really lucky and also extremely clumsy, you know? Actually, now that I think about that, I don't know if that's entirely true. I think a lot of my injuries are from... Oh. Well, life happens, I guess. I'm pretty clumsy, though. Most of my injuries are from me. Try to be careful. Okay, so we're gonna glue our little thing on there, and that will be that. I was thinking about hopping on here with the project that I'm crocheting right now, but I feel like watching me crochet might be a little boring, but I say that knowing that I enjoy watching people crochet, so I guess I'll do a poll on the Discord, see if anybody actually wants to watch that. looks nice. I think that'll stay. You gonna stay our little paper? Yeah, you'll stay. Okay, so you go up here to dry. What's next? Our green straw. Peel off the outer layer of the green straw. It's so pretty though. Cut as shown. 15 millimeters, 15 millimeters, 14 millimeters, 13 millimeters. Aluminum foil tape. The glue foil as shown, and there's the ornament. So is it shiny or is it just white? Because our little knife is shiny and that's got the aluminum foil tape on it. But these don't look shiny. Again to our tableaus. Yeah, they look just plain paper. That's odd. The back of the aluminum foil tape is just paper, but why would you just wrap paper? Oh, I see. It's so that they stick together. That still seems like a waste. I could just glue them together. But I guess this looks better. It looks cleaner. That's fair. 25 by 5. Seems like a lot. I guess it's not. 25. Yeah, well, I guess it's not. I feel like I'm pretty good at metric for this stuff, but even so. It's so pretty. I wonder if we're gonna use this green for anything later. I bet we do. I bet we use it for one of the flowers or something. Well, we use more of the tubing. It doesn't look like we use that green at all. How interesting. That's so odd. It's such a pretty foil not to use it for something. Oh, you know what I could use it for? I could use it for, where did I put it? Oh, right over here. I could use it on our little paper thing here. Ooh, he's got knocked around real bad during the move.
Remember, don't hesitate to call on me for anything.
Jeez.
Like you said, a human being. I'm gonna
Here you go. Get on in there.
things have been different.
Poor little thing.
I never met anyone quite like her.
There we go. Yeah, I could use it for our little paper thing. I could put like a roll up here or something. Ooh, that's rough. I do like this little thing though. Squish, squish. I feel like just since I've messed with this stuff, I've gotten better at this. Which is cool. But also I kind of want to go back and fix them. Unfortunately, certain things you can't fix. They're too tiny and fragile, and you basically have to just make a brand new one. But that's okay. We've got plenty of opportunities to make all kinds of things. Okay, what are we doing now? We are peeling away some green. Oh, interesting. This is not peeling clean. Man, I really need to change these colors. I'm pretty sure you can't see hardly any blues. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see. Well, now at least you can see the green. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you can see the blues now. I think it was the the filter that was on here wasn't allowing you to see those colors. Sorry about that. Anyway, this right here, you see it's leaving on some blue there. So not really sure what to do about that. Because it seems like they just want you to have a white straw, which seems a little weird to me, but you know, that's fine, I guess. Cause yeah, look, I'm pulling off the foil, but it's still blue. Silly. Okay, well this is fine. All right, we need 15, 14, and 13. I think I'm okay with leaving it kind of blue, honestly. I don't really think that there's too much I can do to change that. Also, it's sticky. Alright, so middle one. Okay, so our little decoration looks very little like the one we were supposed to make, but honestly, it looks nice. I think I'm gonna trim down that 13 a little bit more. Stickiness that gets me. It's very difficult. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I like that. We'll stick with that. What an odd thing to do. But like I said, you know, shapes. Shapes for decoration. Look at that shape. That's a good shape. Just set you over here, I guess. Little shapes. And that's it. That's the last one there. You know, I think we'll go ahead and do the next one, the small frame. That's some painting. I like painting. It looks like our cutting and shaping is done for today. Okay, so we want blue cardboard B2, 3, and 4. DG 14582. I'm pretty sure this is what we want, but and just check our key here and make sure. B2, 3, and 4. 3 and 4 here on DG 14583 and B1 and 2 on DG 14582. Okay, so we don't want B1, right? Yeah, we don't want B1, we just want 2, 3, and 4. So we want these loopy things on 8.2, and we want the entirety of 8.3. Okay. Loopy and the entire thing here. All right. We've got our loopies. And now we're going to cut these out as well. It looks like we are going to paint them all blue and then we're going to glue them together. So I think what I'll do is paint them first and then cut them out the rest of the way, and then I mean, I guess I gotta cut the edges too, or paint the edges. Yeah, I guess I'll cut them all out first and then paint them. And then we'll glue them together, and I think that'll be it for the day. Then we will take a break and then get a little spooky. I know it looks weird that I'm cleaning this up right now, but I really like the blue that's on the back of this, and I don't want to cover it up with the blue that I'm painting with. So, I know it's gonna happen because of just the nature of these things, but I'm trying to figure out a way to make it not happen, if possible. Because I've got to get the sides and the edges and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe if I'm just neater with it, I don't know. Maybe I'll need to take a sponge and just go through afterwards. Oh, well, actually, it looks like it's kind of designed to be that way, so. Ugh, I guess. I really did like that color, though. That's fine. This makes it a lot easier that I can just go through and just quick zip all of it. I think I'm gonna go through and do 2 layers of this, just so I can make sure everything's even. To be honest, a sponge would probably be great with this. A brush is a little inefficient. Yeah, sponge would be really good for this. That the flowers are going to go in. It just occurred to me that we didn't do any flowers. That is not to say that there are not a ton of flowers to be made. Finishing up the handles on that thing took a little bit longer than I thought it would. Nice little layer. Just kind of smooth everything out. Get all the edges. For some reason, this makes me think of the houses on Mackinac Island. I've always liked Dutch architecture. You know, it's funny. I get so many more views when I do just chatting when I'm making things. And like, I'm not just making stuff. I like to talk with people too, but I feel like it's dishonest. You know? It's like I'm not just chatting. I'm also making things, you know? But I don't feel like I make things like the other makers and crafters on here. They've got like really cool setups and very very intricate like ways of doing things. Like they're very put together. I don't feel like I have that vibe. I'm just kind of doing stuff because I enjoy it, not approaching it like a professional situation. So maybe I should be in just chatting, since I'm not a professional maker. I feel like this is fine, but at the same time, like, let's smooth that out. I feel like I'm gonna go back and look at this and be like, ugh, there's a thing I missed, you know? Or maybe like, oh, I want that to be darker. But if this side's on the inside, I don't feel like it's gonna be that big of a deal because it should be lighter anyway. I think the outside should be darker, just the way that it's designed. Alright, yeah, that's fine for now. If I change my mind later, I can always come back. I slept so weird last night. My neck feels like it is broken. I think I abandoned my pillow when I was dreaming last night. My head was just like, nah. Nah, we're going wild. You know, I thought that I liked that color better, but I think I like it better dark now. I think that I think it's growing on me. little too sticky. Tearing it up. All right. Oops. All right. Try and get this a little easier to clean up. Now, I'm going to wait till that fully dries before I start gluing anything. And that will be next time I put those together. And then we will fully get into making those flowers, because there are quite a few. And as I recall from the last time I made flowers for one of these, I really enjoy it. So I am looking forward to it. All right, look at my head. All right, well, I guess I will go wash my hands up, get myself a snack, clean up my space, and be back for some spooky times. Thanks for coming by. It's been lovely. I've had a very nice time. I hope you have too. And I hope you come back for the next one so you can see all of what this turns into, you know, because that's always nice to see the eventual outcome of all this work. And it's nice to get to be able to do this stuff. So, all right, have a wonderful day. Drink some water, and if I don't see you later for spooky things, I'll see you next time.